Hi, my name is Susan Beal and I'm the author of Bead Simple. I've made this series of jewelry technique videos based on my book. This is how to make a basic bead dangle, which the instructions are found on page 20 and 21 along with complete illustrations. And an example of bead dangles is these embellishments on this charming bracelet from Bead Simple. A simpler version of this is like this pair of solo earrings, which are just a single bead transformed into a small embellishment dangle for a pair of earrings or a pendant, and it's really up to you how you want to use them in your jewelry designs. But for this example, I thought I would go ahead and just make another single earring. What you'll need is either a commercially made eye pin, which is just a piece of wire, straight piece of wire with a loop at one end that you can buy already pre-made, or a piece of 24 gauge wire that you can turn into an eye pin yourself. So that's what I'll start with. For this example, since the wire is thin and flexible, I'm just going to do a very simplified plain loop at one end. You can do a different version, which I've done another video for also on the website, and it's also covered more thoroughly in the book if you want more detail. But for this one, I'm just going to bring the wire around the tips of my round nose pliers like this, and then create a bend above it so that this little circle becomes an eye pin, like a little stopper for the earring design. So the first thing I'll do is slip a single seed bead onto this plain loop wire. Now you'll add a focal bead, like an anchor bead, that's the main part of the design, and then finally another seed bead. So you'll have 3 in a row. Next, just grip right above that top seed bead with your round nose pliers, and then bend this either with your fingertips or a flat nose pair of pliers. Make a 90-degree angle just above the bead. Now adjust your pliers so that it's gripping above and below that bend, and bring the wire all the way around those plier tips again, creating a circle with a tail extending off the side. If you want a more detailed view of this part too, you can look in Bead Simple. The wrapped loop instructions are more thorough than this. This is kind of a quick abbreviated version, or I've done a video of wrapped loops as well, which is on the website. This is the point where if you're adding this to a bracelet or a piece of chain as a pendant, you would go ahead and slip that open chain loop or whatever other piece you're joining right onto this working wire before you coil the wrapped loop at the top. But for an earring where the earring wire itself opens and closes, we don't need to worry about that. So I'm going to go ahead and close this wrapped loop now by holding the circle with flat nose pliers and grasping the working wire tail with round nose pliers. You'll just bring it around the spine of this bead piece, creating a coil, and just fill the available space right down to that first bead. So you'll have a wire tail extending off. Just take your wire cutters and clip it right at the base, covering it so it doesn't go flying. And you have a basic bead dangle. If you have a little piece of that working wire tail sticking out, just grab your flat nose pliers and gently press it down right into the coil, and it'll stay put so that it doesn't scratch your skin or catch anything else on your design. Now that you have your bead dangle, to join it to an earring wire, just take flat nose pliers and open this earring wire just as you would a jump ring. And for more complete instructions on that, I have a jump ring video, and it's also mentioned in my book. But for this, I'll just open it out like this so that it's not disrupting that circular shape. Slip the bead dangle right onto it like that. And now repeat this to close it the same way, going just past and then making sure it's securely closed. So now you have a bead dangle, like a pair of solo earrings, or you can add it to anything else that catches your eye. And I've made a whole series of these jewelry technique videos. They can all be found at my book website, which is beadsimple.com. And thank you so much for watching.